Alright, so welcome YouTube to Buldak review part 1. Now, in this one I'm gonna be covering all of the ramen noodles. Now, I'm not gonna make part 1 and 2 even because there's I think 10 different ramen noodle flavors and 8 other products that they do. There's chips from what I remember, but I'm rather doing the Buldak review, how it's more convenient. I'm not gonna mix in the ramen noodle review with the others. But like I said, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Buldak has 10 different ramen noodle flavors, and I think there's a couple that I can only get in the microwavable cups or bowls. But either way, I'm probably gonna but a lot of these I am gonna do. I have the stovetop version of it, so it'll be the pouches, I guess I should have said. But either way, I'm gonna start off with the original because I just feel going after the original first is the best idea for me. So I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so here's what the original looks like. So I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so YouTube, let's get into this now. Alright, so overall it definitely was spicy. To me, it was more of the tolerable spicy, but it was still pretty spicy as it was. Now, I also think it had a soy sauce flavor in it, so maybe it's kind of spicy, spiciness added in with soy sauce. I just think that because I don't ever remember seeing a spicy soy sauce, but there was seeds and I believe the flake packet that was included. But for the spicy level, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Then for my personal preference for it, I would give it a 6 out of 10. Now, I don't enjoy spicy stuff very often, but maybe with one of these other flavors I might like it more than the original. So I'll see you guys in the next segment. Right, so YouTube, for this segment I did the rose one. It's a spicy chicken flavor, but there's what the packaging looks like. Now, before I forget, I believe in the next segment I'm more likely going to do the cream carbonara, but I'm pretty sure there's 2 different carbonara versions under that Buldak offers. There's a regular one and the cream one. So let's get into this. Let's get into the rose one now. Alright, so overall this one isn't as spicy as the original, but this has more of a creamy chicken kind of a flavor to it. But overall I do enjoy this a lot, but I would give it an 8 out of 10 for the rating. Now, one thing I've noticed with this, I believe Buldak is a South Korean company. Yeah, it is it says made in South Korea, but it's distributed, but they have an American distribution center in California. But from what I can notice with the noodles with Buldak is they seem to be thicker compared to like American ramen noodles where they're just like really thin, kind of like more like angel hair kind of a pasta. But either way, so far the rose one has been my favorite Buldak flavor so far, so I'll see you guys in the next segment. Right, so YouTube, here's what the regular carbonara looks like, so I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so YouTube, let's review it now. Alright, so overall this one has a creamy flavor, but to me it's just more of like a creamy spiciness kind of a flavor to it. I saw on the package it was supposed to be like a chicken flavor, but I didn't notice the chicken in this as much compared to the rose version, but now overall overall, I would give this I would give it an 8 out of 10 for spicy. To me, I just think it's more tolerable compared to the original, so I'll see you guys in the next segment. Right, so here's what the cream carbonara one looks like, so I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Right, so let's review it now. Right, so overall it's not really much different from the regular carbonara, but this one is definitely a little more creamier compared to the regular version, but it still does have like that spicy kick to it. Overall, it's not like a bad flavor. I would give it an 8 out of 10 for the rating. I should have one more that I bought from my Walmart, but other than that, I'm still looking for the rest of the flavor, so I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, here's the taco one, so I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so before I get into this, I found the taco one in the microwavable cup form, so I just chose to get that instead of getting like a 5-pack of the regular stuff, so let's get into it now. Alright, so overall, like the spiciness and the taco, like flavoring combines together real well. Now, I think this has been my favorite one so far that I've done out of all of them, but I would give this an 8.5 out of 10, um, the flavors do all hit you all at once, but to me, that's not really. I just don't, I like that the flavors hit me all at once, but, after that, it just calms down, which I do like, but I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so here's what the Habanero Lime one looks like, so I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so YouTube, let's review it now. Alright, so overall this one isn't as spicy as the original one, but either way it still has a kick to it. Now, the habanero one but I don't remember if it tastes like a habanero pepper now. I forget what a habanero pepper tastes like, but either way, this one, I didn't really taste the lime in it, but it was still pretty spicy now. It was an alright flavor, but I would give it a 7.5 out of 10 for the rating, but it's just not like one of my favorite flavors yet, but either way, I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so here's what the Yaki saba flavor looks like, so I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so let's review it now. Alright, so overall that tastes what I kind of expected for a Yaki saba flavor, but overall I would say that this might be the mildest one I've had so far, but overall I don't know if it's milder because I kind of like use less water in it or what, but to me, either way, it's kind of like a sweeter flavor in a way, but I don't really know what Yaki saba is really supposed to be. I never had I never had it like authentically, or if it's a dish, or I don't really know. Now that I think of it, I don't really know what what Yaki saba is, like if it's a seasoning or like a dish, but either way, I would give this one a 7 out of 10. It's not necessarily it's not really my favorite one, but at the same time, it also wasn't horrible or anything, so I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so here's what the 2 times spicy one looks like, so I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so let's get into it now. Alright, so overall, that one definitely has more of a kick to it. Now, for me, there really isn't much flavor to it other than like the spiciness, but there is like some chicken flavor in it, but like I said, the spiciness just overpowers the flavor. But overall, for this one, the spiciness, I would give it a 9 out of 10, but for like my personal preference, I would give it more like a 7 out of 10. I meant like a 6.5 out of 10, so I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so there's what the Swicy one looks like now. It's like a sweet and spicy one from what the wrapper says, so I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so let's get into it now. Alright, so overall, I do believe this is the most mildest one I've had out of Buldak, but overall, I do enjoy this one a lot. For me, I think like the sweet and the spiciness in it is well balanced for being what I would call like the sweet and spicy flavoring in it is well balanced, but it's definitely better. It's definitely one of the most well balanced ones I've had, given the flavoring is like on different ends of like the spectrum for like flavoring, but overall this one I would give an 8 out I would give like an 8.5 out of 10 for the rating. Now, I do enjoy this a lot, like I said before, but either way, I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so here's what the tom yum flavor looks like. So I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so let's get into it now. Alright, so overall it mostly just has like a lime flavor to it, but overall it was still spicy, but it's not as spicy as compared to some other ones I've done in this video, but overall, this one is pretty alright. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10 for the rating, so I'll see you guys in the next segment. So here's what the regular cheese one looks like. Now, there is another cheese one. I think it's called Quattro cheese, if I remember correctly. But either way, I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Right, so YouTube, let's review it now. Alright, so overall for this one, it has a nice spicy cheese flavor to it. Now, this was my first time having like a cheese ramen, but either way, this is one of my favorites from Buldak. I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10 for the rating, but either way, I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, the other cheese one I was thinking of, it was Quattro cheese, which I believe just translates to like 4 cheese. So I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so YouTube, let's get into it now. Alright, so overall it definitely had a cheesier flavor to it. Now, in a way, for me, I think it also had like a spicier taste to it as well, but either way, I would give this one like a 8 out of 10 for it. Now, the cheese flavor itself was good, but I've never really truly been into spicy stuff. But either way, I know it's kind of contradictory with the whole Buldak review video I'm doing, but either way, Buldak was something I wanted to do, but I knew it was spicy going into it, so I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, here's what the Beria flavor looks like, so I'll see you guys when I go to review it. Alright, so YouTube, let's get into it now. Alright, so YouTube, for this one, it reminds me of like a picante chicken flavor, but overall, it reminds me a lot of the Maruchan picante chicken flavor, but either way, this one is one of the more milder ones that I've had for like but it is one of the more milder ones that I have had from Buldak. But either way, I would give this one an 8.5 out of 10 for the rating. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.